Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel, and I'm joined today by my good buddy Pax to do another in-depth gameplay video. We're going to once again play a scenario which hopefully everyone is used to by now, which is Midnight Masks, the second scenario of the Night of the Zealot campaign. And this is our chance to talk about gameplay in ways that we don't usually get to. Often, I think the discussion in this game is about deck building and less about how do I actually use all of the cards to actually win the scenario. So it's that missing piece that I hope that if we play very slowly with lots of detail about our decisions, we'll let everyone learn a bit more about how to play the game and how to do better at the game. So I've asked Pax to do this with me because I think you are well versed in the game and mechanics and everything. Last time I did it with Justin, very similar, but different play styles to show off. So how's it going, Pax? Are you looking forward to this?
Yes and yes.
Okay.
Uh, it is going yes, and I am looking forward to this. But you make a good point though. A lot of the time we talk about deck building, and it's like you can give someone a not great deck, and they can play it very well and still win a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's always a piece of the component. You can also give someone the best deck in the world, and if they don't know what to do with it, oops.
So we're going to be playing this scenario, which we have a lot of knowledge about, so that's a little caveat here. But that said, I think discussion between the two of us about our decisions will make for some good viewing. As I said a second ago, I think that deck building should be informed by gameplay too. Like you could make a deck of, I don't know, 20 weapons or something, and you're like, this is a fun deck. And then you play it, you're like, oh, I need to be doing other things in this game. So the decks themselves should be informed by gameplay and a little bit vice versa too. So I'm going to show off our decks in a second and we can actually talk about the decisions we made in that vein, but not for too long because I'd like the gameplay itself to highlight our decisions instead. One other thing is that deck piloting, as you just mentioned, is important, right? That knowing how to play your deck rather than just downloading something off of ArkhamDB and saying, "Here's my deck," is is important for this game. And I think Midnight Masks has often been a scenario to try out decks because it is so, I don't want to say generic, but it asks for a lot of things that you should be able to do, right? Like any deck should perform pretty well in it.
Mhm. And you can get like anywhere from a really low result to a really high result, and it shows it off pretty well,
Yeah, the
right?
scoring is cool, built in. Um,
Yeah.
So that's that part. And then I think the last thing here to mention that is, even though we're going to try our hardest here to talk about as if we were playing a real scenario, because of the camera, because of our knowledge of the scenario, it's a little bit different that we know what's going to happen. We know what happens on an act or agenda flip. And the open hands that we're going to see here is not what you usually do, right? The game does not suggest you play with a large amount of communication to either keep in character or to keep things, a little more balanced where someone's not ordering everyone else around and quarterbacking. But we're doing it here so you can get a taste of what we're seeing and what we're deciding on. Sometimes people tell me when I've recorded stuff like, man, I just wish I could have seen Pax's hand during that whole turn. Well, now you can. Cool. Let's go over to looking at your deck. You brought a Kate Winthrop deck to talk about. So
That's
I'll
right.
I'll let you
So,
tell us a little bit more about it.
so the big thing about Kate is obviously you need to have your science and tool assets that you can move clues to and from. And a big thing about Midnight Masks, kind of going to, the scenario knowledge, is that you need to gather a lot of clues and you need to spend a lot of clues, and that's what a lot of the scenario is. Um, and so, in trying to kind of get a critical mass of tools and science cards, and then also dealing with what the scenario wants you to do, and technically what the finale eventually wants you to do too. You do have to gather and spend a lot of clues in that one. I decided to go for a press pass thing. So after you spend one or more clues or place one or more clues on your location, you exhaust it and you get an extra turn. Sorry, an extra action during your turn, um,
Mm-hmm.
or your next turn if it's not currently your turn. So the big idea there is, as I'm shoving clues around to my science and tool assets to get my flux stabilizer, giving me +2 skill value, I'm also like spending them from those assets to get a bonus action, and
Mm-hmm.
then be able to shove clues around the next set of clues around for more skill bonuses. Um, so yeah, the hand slots, it's fingerprint kit and magnifying glass. I know I've never been a huge fan of fingerprint kit, but I think in the context of Kate, where you have +2s at the ready,
Mhm.
and the scenario kind of wants you to move at a decent clip, and you have a lot of assets to play, because you need to move the clues around. I think fingerprint kit just kind of makes sense. Um, Magnifying glass is just your standard fast +1 investigate. It's just really good at doing what it does, and also being a tool card.
Mhm.
Um, Two lab assistants and two Dr. Milans just for a bit of redundancy. There's not a lot of health soak in this deck, and this scenario deals a lot of damage.
Mhm.
And so I thought, running 4 allies, even on a single ally slot, is perfectly reasonable, especially where the lab assistant is science traded.
True.
Um, One thing I haven't used this a ton, but I kind of just wanted to try it out, is this Uncanny Specimen in Kate. It's another fast science card that you can shove your clues to. But it also lets you do this token cancel effect, drawing a new one in. Then, if it's successful, you draw a card. So it's a little bit of juice to keep you going through the deck, an extra spot to shove your clues onto, and also, I think we were talking about this beforehand. The only like mythos effect that tests willpower in this scenario is Crypt Chill,
Yeah.
and so this is a really easy thing to just dump if you can't afford to lose the magnifying glass or something else.
Just don't have a
Um,
clue on it, right? Otherwise, the clue gets dropped.
that's right. Yeah, don't have the clue on it. In fact, uh, if you draw a symbol, then redraw a token and see if you can't get your +1 or something.
True.
I don't
True.
know. Or your elder sign. You can move a clue back to. Oh wait, no, it would already have discarded by then, so
Yeah.
maybe not that. The empirical hypothesis is just a good card, but I'm only including one because I don't have any XP into it, and but it's still a science card to shove clues onto and a decent amount of card draw. Um, I did for the XP. I did spend some on Relic Hunter just so that if I happen to see both the press passes, I can play both of them if I can afford to.
Mhm.
Um, Speaking of affording to, there's Dr. Milan, there's Burning the Midnight Oil and Crack the Case, and also End of the Road. It's a very short scenario, and I figure at the cost of a card slot in the deck, this could be a really easy way to just kind of get a little more juice um, moving along. Two copies of Bizarre Diagnosis. This is kind of enabling a clue placement thing, but it's also just a way to heal if for whatever reason things are getting really stupid.
Mhm.
I don't expect that will be the case, but there's always the chance that it does. And if it doesn't happen, then it's a double intellect icon. It's like classic Seeker event nonsense. Um, and then two copies of the tabooed hand-eye coordination. I thought that would just be kind of nice with the fingerprint kit. Admittedly, that's the only target. So like if I happen to get these and I can't use them, it's kind of frustrating. But I figured it's effectively getting a free use out of the fingerprint kit, and it's like kind of like a deduction almost.
Mhm.
I don't know. It seemed like a decent idea to me. I think maybe an earlier draft of the deck had extra action costing hand slots, but all the same, I think getting a fast fingerprint kit resolve instead of just ignoring the action cost and the exhaust could be really strong.
Mhm.
And then shortcut, two deductions and two Eureka's. Not very high on skills because um, I want it to be higher on assets. It's not particularly high on assets. And then the events kind of filled themselves out. So um, yeah, I see you're looking at Flux Stabilizer there. The big thing is you kind of need to get some clues early to get this thing turned on, and then you want to keep clues moving the whole scenario. And
Mhm.
so I'm hoping that what I've brought here will accommodate that. I don't really have any protection for failed experiment, but like I said, the scenario does not deal much horror, and I have allies that only have effectively horror soak. If this gets really silly, which it shouldn't, because I'm expecting to be spending my clues fairly regularly.
Mhm.
If this gets really stupid, I'm probably just eating a huge amount of horror uh, as a lump and like dropping a clue,
Hmm.
right? Maybe. So that's basically the deck. The random basic weakness I rolled was, oh, I already forget the name of it. I just looked at it. What did
Uh,
I say that it was?
it's the
Morbid
morbid
curiosity.
curiosity. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, if you don't investigate, you take a horror and shuffle it back into your deck, and then you have to take an action to investigate it -2 skill to get rid of it, which is like uh, astonishingly forgiving for what this deck is trying to do.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
wasn't so lucky. I'll tell you what it was in a second, but I'm going to be playing William Yorick, who to me is a extremely strong investigator. Because recursion is really strong in this game, and the O2 uh, access that he has to Guardian is really nice. So we're going to be here to fight things. I have a few cards to get clues, but I'm hoping not to need them. So I'll go through this real quickly. It's basically a Thorns type deck where I'm expecting or hoping to get attacked, maybe even just with this Guard Dog's ability. There's a lot of puny enemies in this one, so we're hopefully getting some extra action compression by just walking through acolytes and whatnot. Also, maybe a target for your bizarre diagnosis. Who knows?
Hmm.
But really, the combo is with bandages. So York can recur these bandages from the discard pile, pay for it with the Schaffner's catalog here, and essentially have a dog that will live forever. That's the basic idea here. I hope to get a few resources, maybe from Madame Lebranche every now and then. I do have charisma to have a couple things out on the ally front, and then we have some weapons that I may or may not care about having in play. But we'll see those when they pop out because there's some interesting decisions to potentially make. But uh, that's the deck. There's just a lot of good survivor cards and some very solid uh, cards from Guardian. I like this safeguard in 2-player. If we can get that out early, great. If I can get it from the discard pile, even better. By the way,
Hmm.
short supply is in here, which I think is like mandatory in York at this point if you're playing with the full card pool. Discard the top 10 cards of your deck. It essentially is giving you access to 10 more cards. If they're assets, amazing. If they're not, then potentially the Elder Sign gets you them back anyway. I guess that's it. Sorry
Good
that was
call.
so quick, but it's a
Though I mean, it's a pretty straightforward. I
yeah. That's the idea. Let's see how it works out. So what we're gonna do is do our mulligans one at a time and sort of talk through the mulligan strategy, which I think is also a really important and interesting part of this game. Um,
Yeah.
I should have mentioned that I gave ourselves 9 XP like I did in the last version of this because that's the max you could get from the first scenario, the Gathering, if you do not burn down your house. So we are not burning down our house. All right. Let's do the opening hands first. See what the mulligan is like. I'll let you go first, and you can talk through that. I do not see your cards. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So I got the failed experiment. I redrew. End of the road. You simply don't need this, right? I can't play this for six turns. 6 turns. So that's like instantly mulliganed.
Hmm.
Um, Shortcuts a great card, but the importance of getting my like fingerprint kit and my uh, other science traded and tool cards is just high enough. I think there's a question of whether I keep one or two of these because Dr. Milan Christopher isn't science traded. I definitely want to keep one so that I can move a clue to the flux stabilizer and then also a clue to the uncanny specimen.
Hmm.
I don't know if I want to keep the second one. I feel like it's important enough for me to get my magnifying glasses or fingerprint kit to mulligan one of them, and also some economy because these playing these two already represents using all of my money. Even though Milan pays himself back,
Hmm.
it still represents all of it. So I think I do get rid of one of them. Now, do you think that that's correct? I'm just out of curiosity.
Yes, I think that is correct. You really want to have your science traded stuff. Okay, so interesting.
Ah, okay.
Well,
Now there's a question of whether I actually play Milan straight away because the lab assistant might draw me into uh, my magnifying glasses that I want, and then if I can just let her die, I can play Milan over it. But
hmm,
we'll get into that.
okay. As for me, what am I looking for in my opening hand? It almost doesn't matter as much because I know that I can get things from the discard pile. I would love the motivational speech plus a dog. After that, I don't think I really care. I got a motivational speech, which is interesting. I don't have the dog. This is not going to play things from the discard pile. I could chance it and mulligan out other things. I know I don't want the evidence. That's for later. The sledgehammer is not important, really. I've got this in the baseball bat. I don't think I need to deal with big enemies for a little while. I know that the acolytes are puny, and I can kill them with a dog. I know I don't want the on the hunt. That's after I've set up. Um,
Hmm.
so the question now is about the bandages and even holding on to the motivational speech. The motivational speech is a bit of a greedy card here. I could probably mulligan it away and get the Schaffner's catalog instead. That's probably the better call. So let's do that. And in fact, I'm going to toss the sledgehammer out as well because I know that that's not that important, which is
Another
strange to say.
consideration about the motivational speech is playing it on me, but also
I don't know
if we
that.
didn't have
Yeah.
perfect information, you wouldn't know that I had a Milan to play necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm going to keep the bandages because it's important enough with my game plan that if I do get a dog somewhere, I'm happy to see this out. Okay, we got two bangles of jinxes, a baseball bat, and the on the hunt. Interesting. What I didn't get was the Schaffners, which is what I really wanted, but we might get it out of the discard pile on our short supply. So I'm not unhappy about this, but it's also only okay.
Hmm.
All right. So this scenario requires us to, on our act, to spend two clues per investigator, so four as a group, to draw the top card of the cultist deck, and we need six cultists defeated or parlayed or whatever into the victory display to advance. This is our cultist deck. There's five in here, and there's one on the agenda flip. Uh,
Right.
we start at your house, and there's no ghoul priest, but there are two clues. There's also this ability to draw a card and gain a resource once per turn. We both could take this. I'm probably going to.
I love that ability. It's great.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
I don't think I care about the acolyte for a little while,
not
so I'm
straight away.
I'm okay with that. Would you like to go first?
I think if I'm going first, I'm just kind of playing some cards and getting some clues
Okay.
to try and get the flux stabilizer active. Now, I will say I do have to add one of these to the deck. It will probably be the combat one, just because it could be more useful for fighting like a stray acolyte if we happen to like top deck two of them next round or something stupid.
Or a
Um,
night gaunt.
or Night Gaunt, yeah, exactly. Just for like an extra piece of uh extra bit of damage
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. Um, so that would probably be what I would do. And I think just because we're at your house, I would go for the lab assistant first. Um, because two up is well, no, it's not that great, is it? I don't. We don't have
Oh, this.
the cards here. Yeah,
There you go.
I forgot the tablet's a -3. But if I did like lab assistant, played the uncanny specimen, and did an investigate, I'd be seeing some cards. I'd have two science cards to shove my things onto, and I could even cancel the token if it
Hmm.
was
The
the
-3.
tablet.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. So I'll play the lab assistant, draw two cards.
Well,
I definitely shuffled that in.
yep.
Um, okay, well, it's just 2 against 3 because that's where it's at.
Um, I will commit a card for you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that you have to.
Well, that's true, but I don't really need this in my hand.
Fair enough. Okay,
Okay,
one horror.
one horror.
Um, okay. Seeing the press pass early is good. I am still going to put down the uncanny specimen.
Okay.
Second action, I'm going to investigate, so we'll be 4 against 2. It's a 0. Get a clue. I will... There's no point in not activating this now, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just activate it now. I'll move that clue over. Now that is after a clue is placed here, so it flips and it doesn't do this ability.
Right.
But I will shuffle my fight current into my deck.
Good.
Yep. And then I think maybe last action I'll just take this so that I can either play the press pass or if something stupid happens with the lab assistant Milan next round.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take a draw and a resource.
Oh,
Ooh,
you have a lot
very
of
nice.
expensive stuff here.
That's right. And I have a lot of economy cards in the deck.
Well, I forgot to tell everyone that my weakness is the Devil, the tarot card that doesn't allow you to play assets. So maybe my mulliganing was a bit too much, but we got lucky there. All right,
Did you
I
when
do
does
this at
this
the
happen?
beginning of
Oh,
my
it's when
first
your
turn.
turn
So I'm
begins,
going to do
right? I
that now.
forgot that it didn't happen.
Okay, we're seeing some stuff go by. There's a guard dog. Okay, this is pretty
Okay.
good.
That was a real good spread of assets, wasn't it?
Yes. The only thing I wish I could have seen was a Schaffner's, but I can get the guard dog out pretty quick. We can get a Madame Lebranche if we need to. Safeguard is pretty neat. Yeah, this is pretty good. I have 2 weapons in case I lose the baseball bat I have. Uh, yeah, the Wolf Mask is a one of. I'd love to play that. I just would like to kill an enemy every round, and I can't do that. This would be one. Well, I could 1, 2, fight. That's a very interesting proposition, right? I don't think it's the right call. I think I should use the
I don't
ability
think
here.
you need to do that this round. You'll want to do it soon, but not that soon.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
It
do the
sucks because it kind of leaves this
yeah unused.
ability on the table, right?
Yeah, but we might not draw an enemy every single round, so that's okay. But there are extra enemies with the cultists, so it's not
That's true.
um, not unusual. Okay, I think I do take this action first because I would like the economy, and maybe we can draw Schaffners and get really lucky. I could also draw the devil. Oh my god,
There we go.
he stacked the deck. Okay, action 2 is to play the Schaffners.
How could you stack the deck like that?
uh, so now there's a good question about the third action. I could just right away play the baseball bat, so in case we get something big, um, we got it. I also might say, hey, um, Kate, you might need some of this money. A little bit of support with Schaffners.
Yeah, that would help a lot with both the press pass
Mm-hmm.
and the fingerprint kit. Well, I mean, one of the two of them, not both of them, obviously.
So, yeah, I think we're going to just play the baseball bat from our hand. It's only 2. I feel like if we run into a 2 health enemy, I want to have that. So I'm going to spend my own money on that. And that's my third action.
That I think that seems like the right choice, mostly because like if we happen to draw Nightgaunt right off the rip,
Mm-hmm.
they can be really annoying with their 4 health.
Yeah, and the 3 resources is enough for me to play a guard dog from the discard pile.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Good call.
we'll go to upkeep. Okay, I got to live and learn, which is really nice for potential tests that might come up with Nikon or fighting in general. You got a shortcut, which is good for getting us out of here.
Yeah, that's right. It's that's definitely handy.
Okay,
We didn't declare lead and not, but I assume it's gonna be you.
it's me. Okay, I have a hunting shadow, and I must choose to take 2 damage. Nothing I can do about that. Don't have clues. That's that.
A locked door.
Hmm.
Our house can no longer be investigated. The nice
Interesting.
thing about that is that it didn't land on any of the locations with more clues than this one.
However, this scenario requires you to spend them in multiples of 4. Is it worth trying to get this anyway?
That's a good question. My deck doesn't have a way to cheat clues, so I can't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You have evidences and scene of the crime,
I do.
but I mean, you'd be standing around waiting for that to happen.
Exactly.
Uh,
That doesn't seem good.
but regardless, I don't think either of us tests this very convincingly right now.
No, not until I get the wolf mask or use the live and learn on this, and I don't think that's smart.
So I think unless we're in a position where we're like back at Rivertown and like like I can't walk into the graveyard,
Hmm.
um, this might just be a hung clue,
It might be
which is fine.
something where you use this clue for a hunting shadow, and you just say, "Oh well," right
Yeah,
then.
exactly. Right. Like I spend this clue from here
Hmm.
while I have a press pass out
Yeah, it
or
is
something.
actually spend one clue. I thought it was lose a clue. Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I think you should go first because I think you might have some things to play, and I'm willing to give up the Schaffner's resources.
Oh, okay. I think right now it's a big question of is it the fingerprint kit or is it the press pass? Right.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that Rivertown is like a one shroud location.
Hmm.
And so like if I play the fingerprint kit, I could just walk in and grab all the clues off of it.
Hmm.
Um and I'm really tempted to just do that.
Yeah, that seems good to me.
The press pass is one of those things where it accumulates value over time, but like the value of the fingerprint kit being able to start getting me 2 clues per turn is immediate. The value of spending clues is not until I have 4 more clues. So I think that that's where that goes. Now that being said, I don't need 4 resources off that. I don't think.
How about two?
What 2? Yeah, 2 sounds good.
I'm thinking about being able to afford the bandages,
Your bandages, yeah,
and I'm
and your
willing to
guard
give up
dart,
two for now. Yeah.
yeah. Um, so that's action 1. I don't think I need to be like going super fast, but if you'd like to kill this guy this turn, I could shortcut you to Rivertown just to make our like to
Mhm.
give us a bit of a head start.
I won't say no to that.
I'm just wondering, this is one of those cards that's always tricky. It's like you can save it for the exact optimal moment, or you can just use it to, start running roughshod on the scenario. Um, and I feel like the fact that we haven't been like too, the first 2 pulls were not particularly threatening. It makes me feel like if we can push an advantage now, we should.
Hmm.
So I'll shortcut you to the center.
Thank,
Um,
thank you.
and then I will follow second action, and then I will investigate with fingerprint kit. Now it is, it's a little wasteful. This is something you could get with 2 investigates, but for me, bulk clues is important because if I get 2 clues in this action, that represents +4 skill value at
Hmm.
some point.
And this does cover the -4, so
Exactly, yeah. So I'll be at 5 against 1, which is pretty good. Um, if I wanted to use the uncanny specimen to help my odds increase to draw an auto fail, I could, but I'm absolutely not going to do bad.
all right. Well, you drew the skull, not me. That's good.
That's right.
So I simply will walk into. So uh, you don't want to do this until you have other things to have a test to take, because this is just until the next or for the next skill test this phase.
That's right. Yeah, these are staying on me for a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I think I just walk in and use the baseball bat on this acolyte. So I take my first action to move, and then we're going to do a fight. By the way, we've got a draw 3 cards version of this one. That's really nice.
Ooh, yeah, that might be where I'm headed next then.
All right, and we'll take a swing, and we have +2, so that puts us at 6, 2, 3. It doesn't solve the -4, but I think that's just life. I don't really want to commit these cards right now.
You also have a second action, right?
I have a third action, yes.
Sorry, third action. Yeah.
Okay, so we're good. We succeed. We're going to play a card from our discard pile, and it's going to be the guard dog. I think we just start with the thing that we want the most, and later on we can worry about the rest of it. So I believe that means that leaves me an action to play the bandages. Just get that going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
That's
that
all my
seems really
money.
good.
Okay, that's pretty
Cool.
good. We're all set up. Ooh, I've got a scene of the crime.
Did I shuffle this in?
You were supposed to. I think you did.
I feel like I did, but God.
I mean, you got it now. Okay. I have a scene of the crime and a on the hunt, but no money to make this combo work. So we will save that for some other future time.
Yep.
All right. 2 out of 6. My encounter card is all right. Hunting Nikon.
Doesn't even need to.
Still no money to play this
Doesn't
though.
even need to go on the hunt. The Acolyte.
Okay, so this one spawns at any empty location,
I
and we don't
think
have the
that
doom pressure yet, so over here is
the
fine.
best argument tends to be here. I mean, either of these is fine. I guess technically, like we know that Miskatonic University is a higher shroud location, and so
Hmm.
maybe, well,
I can't use this unless you. Well,
shortcut you
yeah,
before the turn starts.
that's okay. There'll be
Um,
time to use this later.
yeah, I think there. I mean, like there is tech. I guess there's technically a question of do I just want to put him at the Miskatonic University so I could just like etheric current him. But I don't really want to flip this right now. I don't think. I think that that's not something I'm interested in. Um, just because I'd like to have this +2 skill value for grabbing the clues here
Hmm.
and wherever I go afterwards. So I think he just goes on St. Mary's Hospital, and we call that good enough.
Okay. Where are you planning to go this round? Just to.
I was going to pop down to you, use the fingerprint kit, and either play my press pass or draw 3 cards.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I think I want to space out my enemy attacking and just kill this guy and worry about the acolyte next round, just so I can get fire off my
That
reaction.
seems that seems super reasonable. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. I will go.
Hmm.
I will shove down to you. I will use the fingerprint kit, moving a clue onto it for +2 skill value.
Hmm.
So that puts me at 7 against 3, and that
That's right.
covers the -4. So that's 2 actions.
That's the -4, folks.
That's the -4. That's why we do it.
Very good.
And then, like I said, the question here is, do I play the press pass or do I like click the ability? I think the answer is if you're okay with me taking the $1, I play the press pass
That's fine. I would like you to be set
because
up.
I am just about to be able to start affording uh, spending my clues. And if I get hit with the, whatever, the one that makes me spend a clue,
Hmm.
Hunting Shadow,
Yep,
then
that
it's kind
seems
of
good.
protection against that. I spend the clue and then I also get an extra action on the next round. Now I'm going to. How am I going to remember this? That's fine.
We'll remember. Don't worry.
We'll remember.
Okay. So I think we just swing with the baseball bat. I'm again only up 3. I do have the live and learn. We don't really have much choice at the moment. That's -2, and this guy gets an extra doom, which is okay for now. But if I draw another one of those, I will have to probably move with my last action and kill him with the guard dog.
That's right.
Okay, we go again. Up 3. Well, the thing I just said will be happening.
But
All
you
right,
didn't. You did kill the night gaunt,
I
and you didn't break the bat.
indeed. So we're gonna play the only thing we can play from the discard pile. Um, and I mean, it was the right call to give you the press pass, but it would have been nice to replay the Schaffners. But we'll just
Yeah,
have to worry about that later. So we're gonna spend all of our money and get the wolf mask out, and then I will move with my last action to St. Mary's Hospital, which will engage the me with the acolyte, who suddenly has 3 doom on him, and we've got to heal 2 clues here. All right. Well, this worked out just how we drew it up, right? We're going to take the damage during the enemy phase, and this is going to then defeat the acolyte, and I'm going to use the bandages to heal that damage right off. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is going pretty good.
This is
I
the good
dare say.
stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah,
We can go to upkeep. All right. Nice stuff. So you've drawn
ooh, another
another
specimen.
uncanny specimen.
That's good because it's just another fast way for me to keep my clues moving right. Because I've got more. I guess technically, once I start spending my clues, I'm not going to have more clues than I can shove onto stuff. But I've got 2 spots left with 3 clues to move. So
All right. 3 of 6. All that doom went away. And my encounter card is an obscuring fog. This will make this a
that
four
should be
shroud location,
fine.
but that's totally okay.
Yeah, that should be fine. I've got a Eureka to kind of move a clue and also get an extra one.
Mm-hmm.
Wizard of the Order. I mean, I think that's a pretty easy shove him right next to you so that you can deal with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah.
kind of funny because of him only dealing 1 damage. I didn't realize how uniquely good Guard Dog is at dealing with him.
Yes. This is just incredible in this scenario in general.
I always think he does 2 damage.
He's just hard to fight, but
Yeah, the retaliate's the big thing about him is that if you have to sit there and punch him to death, if you don't have your weapon out, um, he can just kind of rack in some hits, which is annoying.
mhm. So I'm a little concerned about my resources right now. What I might do is literally just take a resource, move, and then fight, and then be able to play the Schaffners. I don't think I can do this business for a little while. I don't feel like we have pressure to do it, so it's okay.
Yeah, I've got one more fingerprint kit charge before like I'm investigating one at a time, and like Miskatonic University is where standing around investigating high shroud location with
Right.
locked doors and obscuring fog starts to be a problem.
Hmm.
But um, I would not worry about it. I think that we're making good enough pace to not worry about it.
So you're gonna be spending your clues this turn. Is that correct?
Yes, and I'm probably gonna just do it. I'm trying to think, where do people spawn?
Here, here. It's not in East Town, I believe.
It's these ones
Hmm.
and that one. Okay, yes.
You know what? I
Yes. So
forgot.
I think I will. I was worried that there was one here, and I was like, wait, do I move first or do I
Hmm.
move after? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
just these five. And I forgot about the East Town ability, but it doesn't really matter since I had to play my ally from the discard pile.
oh yeah, right. It
Yeah,
lowers the cost to play them from your hand,
by
right?
2. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, maybe there's a reality in which that isn't useless with Dr. Milan.
right.
But not at this very moment. So I'll go first. I will spend an action to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 clues.
Okay, and we get Peter Warren, who is in Miskatonic University.
Okay.
He might
Oh, he
just
only does 1 damage. That's not too bad.
might go down to the guard dog also.
Yeah. Um. Okay, and then press pass triggers to give me. Whoops. No, you don't spend an action to give me an extra action this turn. Uh. Well, I already spent one. Okay. So then I'll probably just move to you because I don't fancy being engaged with those guys.
Hmm.
I will use my last fingerprint. I will shove my clue to. I mean, I may as well put it on the flux stabilizer.
Sure.
Doesn't matter. To that, and then commit a Eureka. So that'll put me at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 against 4.
Very nice. Holding on to that extra clue made it so you could do this. Very good.
Nice. Okay. So 2 clues. And then I look at the top 3 with Eureka. What's the thing here? 3? This? Do you see those?
I do.
Okay, end of the road, uncanny specimen, press pass. I can't afford the second press pass. I already have a second uncanny specimen for like loading up on more stuff.
Hmm.
I kind of almost feel like I want to just use the end of the road because like that'll be a card draw and a resource and a bonus action like pretty soon.
Yeah.
And resources are one of the things that I'm actually the most pressed on
Same
because I
here,
haven't
which is
seen
really
any.
funny.
Yeah. it's a very funny thing to be pressed on resources in a deck with 2 Dr. Malong, 2 Crack the Case, and 2 Burning the Midnight Oil, but I also don't normally run Fingerprint Kit, so
Yeah,
but I'll keep this end of the road.
just grab it.
Uh, oh, okay. Sorry, I must have lagged as I did it.
Oh,
Shuffle in.
okay.
Um, and then, geez, last action. What do I want to do? I almost want to take a resource.
I know. I mean, I think I'm going to do that. Although I might need to change my decisions with Peter Warren here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a resource. As silly as that feels.
Okay. So I I could, I mean, here's some things I'm thinking about. I could I would love to play this Schaffner's. I would love to play this Bangle of Jinxes. There's one in the discard pile as well. Um,
Hmm.
I would also love to play this Scene of the Crime at the Miskatonic University, which I know has a high shroud. So if I don't kill both of these guys, which is very likely, he'll be here at the beginning of my next turn.
Yep.
But that's an extra 2 resources that's probably better sunk into something else. Uh, right. So like, do I play the Schaffners from killing the Wizard of the Order? It's probably the best bet right now.
The Schaffner sets you up to keep playing the
Hmm.
Bangles, right?
Exactly.
So I think that's important.
And we're not behind on clues, I don't think. So let's just take a resource, move to the Miskatonic University, which has a lot of clues,
Hmm.
and we're going to get engaged with both of these guys. We're going to use the Wolf Mask, rather, charge to fight the Wizard of the Order with our baseball bat. That puts us at 8 on 4. That is our third action. All right, goodbye, baseball bat. But it does kill the Wizard of the Order, which
Yep.
happens first. And I mean, I could play the other baseball bat. There's 2 of them, right?
I think I
Yeah.
think you just want the Schaffners, right?
I think we just take the Schaffners,
Because Peter, like, you could probably just punch Peter to death, if not.
use the guard dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes the most sense to me. And I lose the resources, but now they're over here on the Schaffners, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Enemy phase, I think we just take the 1 onto the guard dog. We heal off the bandages, and
Hmm.
that's still pretty good. Okay. Upkeep. Found
There we
another
go.
weapon. Hey, you've found some economy.
Freaking finally.
Okay. We're at 4 of 6 now. This guy is going to get 2 doom. He is a cultist.
That's a perfectly reasonable time to have gotten a mysterious chanting.
Indeed. Okay.
So the only thing I'm worried about right now is a locked door and
Crypt
a
chill.
night gaunt on
Oh,
myself.
you got the locked door.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
But you do
It's
have
just
ways to pass this test.
that's right. I have decent agility and I've got this uncanny specimen that I can technically like rip if I happen to draw
Mm-hmm.
um, one of the nastier tokens. Well, and you've got a wolf mask too,
I
I
do.
suppose.
Man, I wish that I could have just played the scene of the crime here, but
Yeah, no, it is what it is.
one
Okay.
resource short. Okay. Would you like to go first then?
Um,
Or would you like me to try to take out the locked door?
I'm just trying to think. The locked door would be really nice to be gone, but also like, could I just move these 2 clues and try it?
You
It would
could.
it would put me in a position where I can't really get the clues afterwards.
Okay, then I will go first.
Okay.
We're gonna try to do all the damage to Peter Warren right now. This is a 5 on 2 right now. I have the option of using the wolf mask, but I don't want to. I want to use that for the locked door.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not in the position right now to want to use these guys. I could commit the sledgehammer. That's probably what we're going to do.
I
Yeah,
think that committing the sledgehammer makes sense because then it reduces your
need for the
possibility of using live and learn on this test
right.
and keeping it for the locked door.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to do that. So that puts us at, again, 4, 5, 6 on 2. Okay, that is a -2 and defeats Peter Warren. He goes to the victory display. And then I will play a card from the discard pile. It's probably the other sledgehammer. I'm okay with spending the extra resource right now on that. 1, 2, 3. All right. And
Yeah, that's
this,
pretty good to have going into the hunter coming soon, eh?
exactly, right. I'd like to have
I
that.
think I I think I like the double fight for 3 more than the single fight for 2 that can break.
Hmm.
Just because the guard dog already is kind of like necessarily saying, I might be doing this over several turns.
Potentially so. All right, now we're
Yeah.
going to try for the locked door. And I will use... okay, the other thing I could do is I could play the bangle and then use that +2 with the wolf mask and basically
Oh, that's
pass.
interesting. What I was thinking to myself was there's an interesting now that these skulls are zeros, do you try it and say
Live and
I'm
learn.
gonna use the live and learn if I don't pull a 0 or better, which is a pretty low odds,
Um,
but playing the bangle kind of does something a little different in that it builds your board state while also getting rid of the locked door still,
yeah,
right? And not
that's
burning one
my...
of your
I
backups.
I would love to keep this for an auto fail essentially.
Yeah, that's really good for the sledgehammer autofail.
Okay. So we're going to run that. So we play this for the Schaffner's resources and then we're going to spend +4 off of this and this for our third action. Okay. Didn't need either of those, but
The
it got the
0.
job.
You wouldn't have even used the live and
I
learn.
would not have. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Okay. I'm moving up. I'm investigating with burning the midnight oil, gaining 2 resources.
Mhm.
I'm moving 1 clue for sure, which would be 6 against 4. The question is, do I move another clue or do I save it for another investigation? I think I'm playing Dr. Milan over my lab assistant in a moment.
Mhm.
And so I think it's better for me to take it lower and maybe just burn this uncanny specimen if I draw the tablet.
That sounds good. And if you draw the -3 or 4, then so be it.
Then whatever, right? Like I'm still gaining 2 resources. Yeah, there's the
There you go.
-4, so whatever. Um, but then I'll just like I said, I'll play Dr. Milan over my
Great.
lab assistants, and hopefully this will be less silly shortly.
And hopefully we don't have resource problems again. Okay, a second Schaffner's. Crack the
And it
case.
cracked the case. There we go. Resource troubles? Sorry, what are you talking? Jeez Louise.
Okay. I think I'm at the board state where I don't really want to play the on the hunt, but we might get there. I feel like I would
I
love to
think you
just
want to
wait.
have an extra buck to do both, eh?
Right, exactly.
Because I don't think I'm getting 3 clues from here this round.
Okay. I might not be here anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
This is fine to just take straight up. It's only one location away. Um, I have nothing to commit other than the live and learn, which is stupid, so we're not going to do that. Okay, we fail. We're going to take a damage and a horror, and this can go right on Yorick. That's totally okay. And we move ourselves just one over.
Have you seen your second bandages yet?
Nope.
Is there ever a world where you use the bandages to heal this just so that you can refresh it sooner? Like
Um,
on the next enemy?
that's a good
Or is it
point.
more important to save it for the fact that the masked hunter is definitely spawning next
Next
round.
round. Yes. Probably. I'm also thinking about the resources to replay this. I don't want to do that right now.
Oh yeah, no, that makes plenty of sense. Hunting Shadow.
Aha.
Baba Booey. So I spend this.
So potentially, I mean, this is peril, so I just want you to talk it out. The
Okay,
cl-
yeah, no,
the
you're
cl-
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
the
So
clues do matter here, right?
yes, the clues do matter. I have 3 clues, and so like if I get 1 clue, then I can spawn the next guy. By spending this, I will be getting 1 action and needing 2, and that action will be needing to get me a clue, basically, right?
Mhm.
Um, which is tough right now, right? Like I'm only 1 up on this location, um, with only a single +2, and I haven't taken any damage yet. You know what? You've kind of convinced me that the 2 damage probably is a smarter choice in this one, which I hate
You hate taking
because
the
it's
damage, or
peril.
you hate me convincing you?
No, I hate changing my mind because it's peril, and I would have just spent the clue
Yeah.
thoughtlessly. Damn you. That is tricky. I think you're right though, but the 2 damage is better because the damage output from this scenario is the hunting shadow
Mhm.
on Wings of Darkness and the enemies.
Right. And you
But
can
like
always go
you've got the
heal.
enemies on lock.
Mhm.
And then there's that. Yeah, there's that. And then there's also the fact that you have bandages and I have the healing thing.
Mhm.
Now, granted, the healing thing does drop a clue to do it, but
You get the
I get the action back from the press pass. So yeah, I think it is. I think it is the two damage, which I hate. Like I said, I hate to have changed my mind on apparel, but
Yeah. Okay. So my turn is just to shove myself back over here and who knows what. I don't want to eat up all my resources. I might just take a few more. I might if I draw a card it's going to be the devil, so I don't well, it doesn't matter that much. I only need 2 cuz I know there's going to be another uh there'll be another one. I mean, if you go first and maybe spend to find another enemy, that's not terrible to see first.
yeah, he definitely won't be here,
Right.
so that's nice. Um, yeah, actually, that's probably not a bad idea because I'm already at 3, and I'd probably just spend straight away.
Mhm.
Um, no, I'd want to do 2 successful investigates and then spend with an extra one, right?
Mhm.
So that I can get a +2 for later. Also, the spawn condition of this guy, like he spawns on the person with the most clues, doesn't he?
Mhm.
So he's definitely going to be on me. So you're going to want to be with me.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. No. No.
Unless you
That
spend
should be
them all
fine.
first, then we can put them wherever.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like you want to have a clue in reserve
Right.
so that you can keep your +2s moving.
True.
But I also understand what you're saying.
I mean, it doesn't matter too
Okay.
much to me. I can use the guard dog to engage him off of
Yeah.
you.
I'm gonna investigate this location. I'm at 5 against 4. We'll move a clue to the uncanny specimen for 7 against 4.
Mhm.
Uh, I mean, I could commit the Dr. Milan to get it to the -4. I don't think this guy's dying.
No.
I kind of hate to commit him this soon after having had played him, but all of the horror in the scenario is already gone because I ate my failed experiments so early. So I think I just commit this guy to get over the -4. Didn't need to even remotely, but that's fine. That gives me $1. Um. Oh, I don't have
Yeah, you've nothing
another.
else. You do.
I
You have
could play
this.
the uncanny specimen,
Mhm.
which I think that I just will. Um, like now that I've got the crack the case and the end of the road and stuff, I'm a lot less precious about my cash. Um, you know what? I think I do just keep going, don't I? Having 1 clue is not like I know I know that it'll spawn Buddy on me,
That's okay.
but like you literally can engage him without an action.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. Okay, so I will investigate again, moving this clue here. I'll be 7 against 4 again. I think I'll just take the 7 against 4 this time. That's whatever.
Okay.
It's a -0, so I get a clue. And then last action, I will spend my 1, 2, 3, 4 clues to spawn another cultist. It is, of course, Hammond.
Which isn't great, because if he collects Doom, we have to go run after him.
Yeah, is this the one that kicks you out before you move in, or is this the one where you drag him back with you?
I believe you don't. Oh God. No, after you enter. God, there's some ruling on this though, right?
I don't remember.
I don't really want to take all that horror though, from moving around with this guy. I'd rather just kill him the old-fashioned way.
Oh yeah, no, I was just thinking that if worse comes to worse, I could just move in and then spend and just discard 4 cards to
Right.
parlay him because he's 4 health. He's kind of annoying, right?
Yeah, I think he's going to
Like
be a four
worst
cards.
case scenario, he's manageable.
Right.
Okay, press pass gives me a bonus action.
Yep.
What's the hotkey for that one again?
It's the numpad number 2.
Hmm. Um. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Um. I guess then there's the question of what I do with my last action because I feel
Well, if
like are you planning on standing here to play scene of the crime next round?
I can, right? It's easy, but if there's better things to do, then I don't need to do it there. I don't need to ever do it again. But if you've got other like cards, get a second fingerprint kit out or something.
Another fingerprint kit or even a magnifying glass to get my base value
Oof.
higher so that I'm less reliant on this would be really good.
Yeah.
I think I'll just draw 1 card.
This works, right?
Yeah, it ignores all costs, so that's
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
There you go. Don't need any supplies on this. Okay. I think I am just gonna move over here since I know that. I mean, again, should I know this? Who knows? But I want to be closer to you.
Thank you.
And I think we can just take a card. Another live and learn is really good, and then I'll take a resource. It sucks, but I feel like I'm set up enough, and I don't want to get uh, into a place where I'm just not able to play my things.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, I think.
Okay, so we go to upkeep.
Ooh,
There's the devil.
ooh,
I knew that was going to come one of
stupid.
these.
Stupid game.
That's okay.
Uh, I got the press pass. That's actually pretty good too.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna clear this of clues and have a whole bunch of money, and I'm just gonna be able to play that, and that's gonna be juice.
Hmm. Interesting.
Juice from a sippy cup.
Yeah, I mean, I could maybe borrow a resource or two from that too. Well, let's discuss that when the time comes. We are advancing the agenda. This guy is engaged with you, most
Yep.
clues, and we're at 8, 2. So
Yeah.
you could even do an evade here.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say I can just do an evade 4 up and feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
I'd kind of be scrambling for clues after that, but like,
Well, you could
uh,
leave, right? You could leave me alone.
I was gonna say I think me scrambling for clues is me walking to North Side and trying there instead.
Right.
It
Uh,
just puts the crack the case in a less obvious position. But anyways, yeah, let's
well, let's find out. Well,
stinky.
the best laid
Get it?
plans, huh?
Yeah,
Interesting. Well, there's a +1 and an elder sign in the bag.
true.
That's not one of those.
No.
Okay. Um, I think I'd still do the same thing as taking the damage directly,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm back here.
Oh, you smelly jerk.
Well,
That's resources.
it's better than Herman, I think, still.
That's clues.
There you go. Interesting. Okay, well, again, we talk through things and then everything changes.
Yeah,
So,
that's what happens when you start planning your turn immediately after the agenda flip but before the encounter cards.
mhm. I think I got to play the devil and then take this guy off of you, or you might just evade him. Either way, I think I need to be coming to your location.
Yeah, I think no matter what, I'm evading this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I can get the clues next round.
I mean, I guess the nice thing is that this leaves me able to just grab a fingerprint kit here so that we can crack the case and hand
If
out
I
money
go
back.
first.
If you go first,
Sure. Okay. Let's just do that then.
right?
In which case, um,
Wait, no, if...
you can't discover clues unless. Okay.
Oh, yeah, right. Only
Yeah.
during your turn. Only during your turn. Only during your turn.
Um. No, honestly, I play the devil. 1, 2, 3. I move here. Second action. Um. Let's just grab him with the guard dog. Okay. So he needs to take 2 damage here, which is going to be 1 here, 1 damage on the guard dog, a second damage on Yorick. The bandages are going to heal off the guard dog, and then a horror also on Yorick. And then I have one more action,
And dealt the damage to him, too.
and I dealt damage to him. Thank you. 7 to go. I think I do an evade.
That seems
5.
reasonable.
I can use the wolf mask and go
Yeah.
5 to 2.
Yeah. And live and learn in case it gets really stupid.
Yeah. There we go. -3. This way, it allows me to, this is a lot of damage on me right now. Yes, I've got
That's
nothing
right.
on the guard dog, but I'd like to get this guy to not, be a problem.
Yeah, well, and it buys you some time to actually sledgehammer him.
Exactly.
Okay. End of the road.
Hell yeah.
Get a bonus action. Buck and a card.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. We love it. Okay. And then we hand-eye coordinate the location.
Might as well.
We are at 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
I do not fail. I get the 2 clues.
Fingerprint
I
kit
play
is
crack
doing
the
some work.
case. That's right.
Okay.
I play crack the case. I can take 1. I don't know that I need more than 1 because like from here on out I'm playing like a press pass and like a magnifying kit or a magnifying glass.
I'll take them.
Do
I'll
I
play the bandages from my discard pile. That's kind of what I need to do.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I would want another one in case I see another fingerprint kit, but I feel like at this point I can just kind of like run roughshod with Raw Investigates.
Mm-hmm.
So I just took 1, you can take the other 3. I think
Thank you.
that's fine.
That pays for my devil.
Yeah. Okay. Now from here, and Milan gets me $1
It's
too,
another
so that
reason to,
actually...
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. From here, I think I'm like playing the press pass and just moving on.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now whenever I'm spending clues, I'm getting 2 actions back.
That's good. It's going to
I'll
happen
move
soon.
Okay. That's actually the good north side, I think, because it's
Okay.
just lots of clues.
Yep.
Or does the other one?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's the one with victory, so it's obviously the good one.
Clearly.
And we'll just investigate here 5 on 3. I mean, I can just keep moving clues around, so we'll go 7 on 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Can move a clue from an asset you control back to Kate.
Excellent.
Sure, why not?
It's another free +2 later. It's looking pretty
That's
good,
right,
Pax.
yeah.
I like this extra action thing. The end of the road seemed a little memey, but actually it's not.
Yeah, it would have been really juicy if I'd had even another action right now to be able to spend these clues to get 2 actions back, but I agree. It seemed when I included it, I was like, I don't know. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, this scenario and even the finale spend a long time on the last agenda.
Yeah.
So like if you went and carried this on into the Devourer below, it still might be an okay pick, which is weird, but
No, I agree.
whatever.
All right. I'm going to re-engage this Masked Hunter, which gives me a Wolf Mask offering, and then we go to upkeep. That's really nice.
Good timing.
And this is not bad if we beat up or something, right?
I'm almost tempted to use that on you if you get any scarier.
Okay. All right. One more doom on our thing here. There's no reason for me to go on the hunt. A Crypt Chill. Interesting. Well, it will be this. I can get rid of this.
Yeah.
It's in play. And we're not too far from reshuffling, but I'm not too concerned about that.
Yeah, we're not churning through the rest of your deck in the next 7 turns, right? Like
I
maybe
hope
you
not.
draw through it a bit more, but we're not actively drawing through it.
Right.
Obscuring fog. That's annoying, but I guess I got these clues back so I can just like dump it into a single one.
Exactly. Man, Kate's good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Kate's really strong. The big thing is that you got to make sure you take the time to get some cards into play, which like I kind of did. Like the press pass, this isn't like standard Kate. Like standard Kate would have a chemistry kit, and that would give her an extra way to be
Mm-hmm.
shoving clues around, right? Um,
Even so,
but
this makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
Because
In
three.
fact, I think that remember how I had said that I thought the hand-eye coordination I had. I think at one point the deck actually did have the research notes,
Hmm,
and I don't remember if it's a tool, but I think it is.
it's a science
It's
for
definitely
sure, right?
it's definitely science. Anyways, I think that at one point I was thinking, oh, maybe I actually do drop clues, uh, and like intentionally and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, whatever. Let's just make it simple. Okay.
I'm probably stuck with this guy for a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's right. But at least we don't have more enemies. That's
That's
kind of
true.
nice.
There's one more Night Gaunt,
I can still
one more Acolyte. That's it.
the nice thing is that like technically I can do something with both of them. I can either shove the Night Gaunt across the map to the farthest location,
Mm-hmm.
or I can kill the acolyte.
So if you
Um,
spawn another cultist, you'll just have to evade it or something, right?
uh, yes, I'm trying to remember who is at North Side. We
Victoria, she
had,
cares about resources.
and then there's the nurse, and then there's
Nurse.
the lunatic.
Yep.
Okay, Wolfman would be the worst one to spawn because it would block me from continuing on
Mm-hmm.
through stuff. Um, do you want to just see how much you can do to the Masked Hunter in return? Is
Sure.
that
Let's
it
find
may
out.
as well, right? Because that might inform whether I feel comfortable moving away or whatever.
Okay. So we spend 2 actions on the sledgehammer attack. That gets us +2, and that gets us to 6. We want to get to 8. I'm probably gonna spend the Bangle of Jinxes on this. I'm not gonna use the Vicious Blow. Don't want to chance that right now. So this gets me to 8. Okay, that's nice.
Nice.
1, 2, 3 more damage. That's halfway done. And part of me says, what about the -1?
With the Live and Learns and the Wolf Mask all at the same time, it's like you
Yeah.
could. I don't
Here's
even
my
hate that. That would put what would that put him at? That would put him at 6, and if you committed the Vicious Blow to the second try and a Live and Learn, that would get you to 7, and then the Wolf Guard Dog could kill him, right?
right. That's what I'm thinking. Kind of wild. Let's do it. Okay, this gets me to 3, and this gets me to uh 5.
Sorry, this gets me to 3 is I would not commit the Vicious Blow until after the Live and Learn, right?
Okay, let's do the math first. Okay. So this is 3, this is 5, this is 6.
Do you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you just swing that sledgehammer shitty, and if you happen to draw the +1 or the Elder Sign, you're good?
I see, because he doesn't have retaliate. Got it. Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
If yeah, you know what? If he had retaliate, what you were doing would make more sense.
Right. Okay, cool. So if we hit a +1 here, love it. If not, we're doing other things. -1. Okay, so we're going to live and learn this test. And now we have 5. We have
And
6,
then 7, 8.
7, 8. Okay, there we go. That's another 1, 2, 3. And then the enemy phase, he's going to die. Okay, yes. We actually used the top action of the sledgehammer. Let's go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only ever tried the sledgehammer in like some of the lower combat guardians, and
Mhm.
I've literally never used the top version. No, wait, I'm a liar. I did use it in Mark once, where I was using the top version a lot because I kept auto failing the bottom version, and I didn't have any protection against it. Uh,
All right.
okay.
Well, this is pretty good news over here. Let's see what you got.
What do I got? That's a good question. After this guy hits you, you're gonna be in like somewhat scary town.
Yep.
I don't like that. Excuse me. Okay. Let's investigate this location with a Eureka. 1 clue moved. What does that put me at? 8 against 5. Am I happy with an 8 against 5?
I think so.
I think so. I'd rather keep these available.
Nice.
Yes. The answer is yes, I am. Dollar from Milan. Top 3 cards from Eureka.
Whew, the other end of the road.
The other end of the road.
I'm enjoying this.
We play the end of the road. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, the other one's removed.
This is the other one. I forgot they RFG. Goodbye. Bonus, bam, and then shuffle that, and then draw. I got to crack the case anyways.
Hmm.
Oh, that's kind of nice because now I can just afford to say goodbye to what's her face if she does spawn.
Yes, that's a smart idea.
Yeah. Okay. So I think now I am. No, I think I'm still doing clues for a sec.
Yeah, try to get the clues off and then spend.
Yeah, try to get the clues out. Yeah, exactly. So another clue moves over here, so that's 7 against 3. That
Mhm.
works. Another clue where I move 1, that's a 7 against 3 again.
-2.
That works.
Mm-hmm.
Did I move? I must have moved that at some point. And then last action, I spend these clues 1, 2, 3, 4
And
to
we
spawn a
get
cultist.
Wolfman Drew.
It's Wolfman. Okay, that's fine, and I get 2 bonus actions.
Yep.
So now the question is, what do I do with these bonus actions? Oh, and should I have cracked the case for
Yes.
$3?
Yes.
Probably.
Well, you can come heal me if you want, but I don't think you
Yeah,
should
I
do
was
that
just
this
about to
turn.
say that.
You do that when you have the press passes active. Of course.
I wonder if I start coming through this way
Mm-hmm.
to do the Herman trick.
Yep. I think so.
I think that might just be correct. And then maybe you catch up with me so I can bizarre diagnosis do it at a location that I have an easy time getting clues from.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think I go move. Ooh, I wonder if maybe I move to the south side and draw 3 cards because I never did that, right?
It's an extra move essentially for. So basically, it's a net of 2 cards, maybe.
On like 1, yeah, it's like
I don't think it's
oh
great.
no, if I don't mind discarding down to 0,
Right.
it doesn't matter, right?
Right.
If I mind discarding down to 0, it matters.
Yeah.
That's the question. I that's fine. I don't care. I just as soon try and stay on track.
Okay. So I get the damage. I'm gonna put one of it here to kill him, and then I also
Yeah,
need to take a 1-1, which it might be going on the guard
maybe
dog
give.
anyway.
I was gonna say maybe give him a horror.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy's done, and then I need to get a I'll take it. I'll take another direct
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
here.
I'll heal you up. Oh, you don't have any clues. Did we get rid of all the hunting shadows?
Yes, we did. There's
Are
only
there two
two.
of them or three of them?
There's two.
Okay.
I could take bandages. I could take a. I'm thinking about a Madame Lebranche though.
Oh, that would protect you as well.
Yeah, I think that's the play right now because I might be able to use her to get some more resources. It's also just nice to have. Okay.
Yeah, true.
That's that. Go to upkeep,
Okay.
of course. Right when I play the other ally, do I get the other Dagar dog? Okay.
This is extremely funny to get at this location.
Oh, that's very funny. Seems good.
uh,
Okay, there's 6 cards left. We know there's one acolyte, one hunting night gaunt. I don't think we need to do the on the hunt. We're not in doom pressure, so I think I just take whatever it is. Oh, okay, that's fine. There actually are 3 of these. Or did
am
we
I
only
allowed to
see?
say during a peril treachery that I thought there were 3 of them?
There's 2 of the other one then, the false leads.
Yeah, there's 2 false leads, of
Um,
which we've drawn neither, I might add.
well, I'm just gonna kill Madame Lebranche because I have room for the guard dog now, so it's fine.
Oh my god, if I draw false lead and fail it, I just get 2 bonus actions. And I can get the clues back while I'm dealing with the morbid curiosity. Can I please? Fuck yes. Yes. I just need to fail this.
You did.
Yes. Fail it. Placing 1 clue in my location and getting 2 bonus actions. Ah. Yep, that's what Kate looks like right now. Just totally down on her luck. All right. How do
Let's
we
see.
how do we order this turn now to be nice?
Okay, we know that there's uh cultists here and here, so I'm not really even. I don't think I want to go back to Rivertown, right?
Yeah, I'm realizing that now. I'm wondering if instead I like draw 2 and deal with Herman, and then get
Mm-hmm.
the clue off of Rivertown and then just like move back to you or something.
Yeah.
I'll
I mean, I
probably
might
get the.
just go to St. Mary's Hospital and heal 3 damage myself.
Oh yeah, you never did that yet, did you?
No. I mean, I don't really want to do that because you need to pick up a few more clues in order to make that worth it. I could go after Wolfman Drew. This is the tough part about. I mean, we have a lot of time, but this is the tough part about the scenario: is the cultists come out in random orders. So, in order for me to be useful, I mean, I might just need to go to Wolfman Drew. I play the guard dog, move twice.
What does he do? Does he do 1-on-1?
No, he does
Oh, he does
2.
2. Oh, that's. Oh, but then he also heals 1.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's when he attacks.
Oh, so I kill him in the next. Yeah, yeah. That's true. I think I have to do
That's
that,
funny.
even though it's a little bit scary. The guard dogs do have a lot of health left. Maybe you can come around again. I mean, I also could. I don't need to worry about the resources too much. I mean, I could move this way to East Town, get the reduction. No, I think I just as soon get rid of this guy as quickly as I can. I think that's the play. I think I need to move twice and play the guard dog.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay,
Oh, gain 3 resources. Look at that.
perfect.
You're just talking about that. Yeah, and then that. Yeah, exactly. And he'll attack you, and that'll go up 1. They'll take 1-on-1 each. He'll take 2 damage. Yeah,
Mm.
that's really good. I think that's really good. Okay. Um, I think I just get rid of the morbid curiosity first, though.
Mm-hmm.
Put me 3 against 1. I could move a clue for that. That seems kind of wasteful. Oh, I don't like the idea of just taking a bunch of tests while
The
These
cultist.
cultists are in play. Yeah, I definitely move a clue then, so that I'm still 5 against 1. Because if I don't want to burn a test
Mhm.
and risk that being stupid, right?
Yep.
Okay. Morbid curiosity down. I can go move draw, I believe.
Yep.
Draw, move, parlay.
Yep.
So let's do the draws one at a time. Come on, man.
I mean, you could wait one more round if you want.
I wonder if I do. The other option would be to just grab him last action and take 1-1. Like that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So what?
draw one more time.
Yeah, what you're thinking about here is like, do I hold on to these bizarre diagnoses because that might be good instead of just punting them for the scenario?
Yeah. Well, and even the
Even the
deduction,
deduction,
really.
yeah. I think that's true. I think you just draw some more cards.
Yeah, I think I just draw one more, and then I think this goes to show that maybe the south side move would have been correct, but
Mm.
obviously that like changes from turn to turn. If I'd
Okay,
have known that I was going to get a false lead if I moved to south side,
right.
then sure.
Do you have
Yeah.
one more in you?
It was deal with it, draw.
Yeah, you have one more action.
Oh, I do have one more action. Why did I think I? Oh yeah, right. I was talking about doing one more draw so that I could
Move in.
just move and grab him last action. But I don't even think I want to do that because like I kind of want the deduction and the bizarre diagnosis if I can. Let's draw one more and see if I can't get like a magnifying glass or something. Okay, whatever.
All right. Okay. We're gonna take 1 and 1 here. So one there, one there. That's 2 damage back and a bangle of jinxes. And yes, he does not heal because this was a forced happens before reactions.
Yeah, forced when attacks definitely happens before a forced when deals damage.
Yep. Okay. We go to upkeep. You lose all of your
Ooh,
beautiful actions. You got a shortcut out of that anyway. That's so funny. All right.
we love it.
3. I think I take the encounter card. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, I do like enemies.
You little bastard. Okay, so do I put him to East Town or do I put him somewhere where we're gonna be going back?
I think you go put him in East Town. Oh, I
Okay.
see the problem. Right. Am I ever going around that way again? Hmm. Nah, you put him over at North Side then.
North side? Are you sure not Miskatonic so that I could like kill him with an etheric current if I needed to?
Uh, I suspect you're just going to go deal with Herman, right?
Probably, yeah. But if I, for some wild reason, don't fail the willpower test, then I'll be a location farther away than I otherwise
Um,
would.
the other reason is like potentially you're going to come down to St. Mary's by yourself to evade. What's her name?
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Okay, this still is a little
Because
challenging.
we still need a decent amount of clues, right?
Right. We need well, just 5 more, right?
Yeah, but there's only 3 revealed on the board right now, and
Yeah.
getting into the graveyard is actually tough for me, even though it has a ridiculous amount on it, right?
I mean, you can take the 2 horror, right?
Yeah, sure could. For some reason, I hadn't thought of that, but I absolutely could. Like, it would be the easiest thing in the world for me to take 2 horror.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I think you should go first. While I think about
Okay,
this a
I
little
will
bit
go
more.
first. I'm going to. Do I just use the shortcut now, or do I see if it's going to be a tricky thing later? I think I see it. I think now is when you like when there's more action pressure. You go, okay, maybe I should be a little more precious about this.
Hmm.
So I'll move in here. I'll engage him, uh, after I enter, I test 3. I'm just going to test it as is. I don't think there's any reason for me to move clues for this. Like, that seems silly. That could have been a -1.
-1.
Would I? Is anything at all committable here? No, that would never have happened. So I'll just take 2 horror. So 1 and 1.
I mean, you would have passed, right?
And then I'll. Pardon me.
You would have passed if you'd moved a clue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. Also, okay, so I'll discard 4 cards.
Mhm.
I would like to keep this Aetheric Current just like the deck is going to reshuffle. Maybe more Acolytes are going to be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I get rid of 1 Bizarre Diagnosis. The Lab Assistant's probably never seeing play. This is a low Shroud location, but man, a deduction would go hard. Keeping these deductions would go hard.
Yeah,
No,
it's
you know
funny.
what? I think
It's like an extra action, one way or another, right?
yeah. I think I'm trying to think. What is it better to do? Like 1 investigate for 3 clues, or 2 investigates for 2 clues each? It's probably better to do 2 investigates for 2 clues each, eh?
Mm-hmm. Because you're up
Yeah,
enough each on each one.
I think then the shortcut does go.
Rough.
And maybe I do just get rid of the Aetheric Current.
Yeah, because it's just we've seen all the enemies. We aren't getting any
Yeah.
enemies next round.
It's only during the reshuffle. So like I have a full round before that becomes relevant. And I always have my agility, right?
Right.
If it's a hunting night gone, then so be it. It also puts this in a position where I can't get the second one for
Mm-hmm.
a while or at all, maybe.
So it was
But
a
also like
what were the 4
whatever.
cards? It was the current, the shortcut, lab assistant, 1 bizarre. Okay. Then we have this guy,
Victory displayed Herman.
the Hex Zone.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's 3. If
Get
we do
hacked.
nothing else, we resign right now. We have gotten 3 of the 6, but I think we can get all of them.
And then I'll investigate with Dr. Milan.
Yeah.
Not with Dr. Milan, with the deduction. 6 against 2, 1. For 2 clues.
Good. Okay. Um.
It'll just save all these clues. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm thinking about here is while the scene of the crime is cute, it's not worth an action right now.
I probably agree with that.
Gosh.
Your actions are more constrained than anything else.
Right. Which is kind of wild. And so is my health. Okay. We could do a big sledgehammer attack on the Nigaunt and then get him for a last point of damage with something else. In which case, this guy still is around. But I really kind of would rather get rid of the Nightgaunt because it's got more health and does horror. I mean, I do have some to take. It's really tricky. Another thing I could do is kill off one of the dogs, like on purpose, and then be able to replay it from the discard pile, but I'm 1 resource short on that. But I could take a resource.
Is there like a remember the thing you did against the masked hunter with the live and learn
Right, with the top action.
crummy sledgehammer? Like is that
It's
a thing here?
it might be a thing here.
Because you've got your 2 charges.
It's true. The one thing I'm thinking about though is if I provoke an attack of opportunity, it gets my Bangle of Jinxes and does, potentially gets me the resource I need to replay a guard dog.
Oh yeah.
Right. So let's just say
But if you take the attack of opportunity sucks. The night okay.
it does and it doesn't, right? Because I can take a resource, right? And we try to kill this dog. So we do 1 damage, 1 horror from the Night Gaunt. That does this. I need to take 2 damage from Wolfman Drew. 1, 1. That does 1 back to him. This guy's dead.
Because he heals himself. Well, hold on.
Oh, he heals
Wait,
himself
wait,
too.
wait.
You're right. That's
Wait,
okay.
wait. Just bear in mind, when an enemy attack deals damage and or horror to guard dog, deal 1 to the attacking enemy. If you split the 1 and 1, the 2 damage to 1 and 1,
Mm-hmm.
he'll heal himself 1 and then take 2. And if you split the 1 damage from him to 1 and the horror
Oh,
to
the
the other,
horror. Then he also does it.
then he also takes 2. So like you could get a second damage on him
Right.
from doing that, right? And then the
Um,
horror would be on this guy, I think.
okay. Shoot. Now I have
Do you
to
know what I mean?
rewind where I just was.
Well,
Hold on.
this is why the Control Z button exists,
It's
right? So that
true.
you can you can nuke the entire game state and ruin the video.
Okay. Here's where I was before I put any damage on anything. No. I just put the resource here. Now we gotta go back further. Okay, we're back. This is the game state as it was. So you had a really good plan, so let's go over that again. I take a resource. I'm just gonna put it here. And we need to so this guy attacks first. So he's gonna have a damage healed from him. Correct?
Yes, yeah. He attacks first, so he heals 1.
Right. So he's got 1 damage on him. Then I start divvying out things. So we can do 1 and 1 to put 1 damage back. Let's do that first. And a horror. So now he's got 2 damage on him. Ah, sorry. That's the Night Gaunt. Okay. And then this
And
guy
he
does
had
2
2.
damage. And then
Yeah, he does 2, so he heals himself 1, and then you can do like 1 and 1, and he'll take 2 back.
right. And now this thing dies.
Yeah.
Okay, I have my 3rd resource. And now I just need to kill one of them.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, hands are not visible again because
Oh.
we rewound, right?
Right. Let me fix that. So the only slight problem here is that the 2 and I get 2 Bengal jinxes. That actually might be the important part. Okay.
Right,
So,
right. Yes, that's the important part.
okay. So now I could just take a basic fight against Wolfman Drew to kill him.
Yeah, because you could use what, a wolf and a bangle to be 8 against 4.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
That seems really good.
You are the nearest cultist, buddy.
Ha!
Okay, so this guy dies. We replay the guard dog using my ability, and I have 1 action remaining. I might be able to.
I mean,
Yeah, I think
I
so.
was gonna say, is this where you try to sledgehammer,
Yes.
like basic sledgehammer, and use the live and learn,
Yep.
and then the bangle?
It is. 3 all.
Because hilariously, if you draw +1 or
Well,
0,
I mean, I think he dies no matter what in the enemy phase. But let's just make this work out. So 3 all. Okay. And now we live and learn this at 5. We'll use the bangle. Up 4. 1, 2 more damage. I'm going to take another attack, but we've got a fresh dog.
that's right.
So we do
Love
that.
fresh
We get a
dogs.
bangle, and then this guy dies. That was kind of sick.
Yeah. That's the power. The guard dog level 2 is like genuinely a massive power increase over
Yes.
the guard dog level 1. It's
Yep.
crazy.
It's both for the horror and just that extra point. And I didn't even have to use the engage an enemy thing. Whew.
You know what your deck could really use?
Yeah.
Trusted.
Ooh. Yeah. That would have been a better call over these clue cards.
Well, we didn't know that.
Well, I just wanted to have some backup plan. I think we're still going to be okay. Yeah. Okay. Upkeep. Oh, very funny. Very funny.
Yeah. I have a quadrillion dollars right now, so like if what's her face shows up, then we're like incredibly fine.
Yeah, we go pay her off. Okay. There's only 2 cards left. There are no enemies, so
Is one of them a mysterious chanting?
possibly. We've only seen
And
1,
it's
I think.
this next one.
This is Surge, so I just take
Yep.
the. Oh, it's a Crypt Chill. That's fine. We
Did
think
we
we can leave.
seriously see?
I think we saw both. There was one earlier when it was just like at my location, right? Oh, there's only 1 mysterious chanting, right? Because it's
Wait,
in
what,
the.
there's only one mysterious chanting? Oh
No,
yeah.
there's 2. There's 2.
What am I
Sorry,
talking
there's 2. There's 2.
Oh, okay. All right.
We saw them both somehow. Okay. 3 to 4. Okay, we'll lose the wolf mask. That's totally okay. We can just replay it in a second.
Goodbye, Dr. Wolf Mask. Reshuffle.
Okay, you get
You
1 as
gotta
well.
be kidding me. Get out of here. Fail, place a clue in your location. I'm going to redraw that with an uncanny specimen.
Hell yeah.
Wait, no, that's not going to... Should I even do that?
Sure, why not?
I'm not going to pass.
Yeah, but you don't lose your clue, right?
That's gone. And then I have to discard something. I wonder...
Oh, you're waiting for the
I
other thing, the
wonder
other,
if I just get rid of Dr. Milan.
sure.
I have $1 million. I have clues to get myself skill bonuses. I need places to put my clues more than I need +1.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a weird one, but I think it's true. I think that's correct.
Okay,
Okay.
so literally we need only 3 more clues.
Yes, and 2 of them are here.
Mm-hmm.
1 of them's there. 2 of them are here. 2 of them are here. If I go first
Mm-hmm.
and I start spawning people, then that might make it so the acolyte is annoying for you, right?
No.
No, you have 2 guard dogs.
Yep.
You're fine. How about I grab these clues and spawn a person?
Let's do it.
I don't need to move a clue. I'm gonna commit a deduction to be up 5 against 1
Very
and
nice.
get 2 clues. And then I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ruth.
Let's put Ruth down there.
Okay.
Okay, and then I will use my press passes to gain 2. That's a path. 2 actions. Okay, she's pretty evadable. I'm able to move 3 clues at once.
Okay.
I've also got a bonus agility, but I do want to get the last person. So I think I'm just going like move, investigate, or something like that.
What if I get the last clue?
If you get the last clue, that's entirely acceptable.
Okay.
I see no issue with that.
I think you go try to take out Ruth.
Okay, in that case, what does she do for damage? She does 1 damage.
Yeah, just 1 damage.
I could just like move. I don't think that would be a problem. Or I could move, draw 3, and then the next round I could move and get a ton of evades.
Mm-hmm.
Might do that. Move, draw 3.
Well,
Hey.
we found all the... Okay.
I don't think I've ever had both magnifying glasses in the bottom, what is this, 6 cards of the deck?
Yep.
Like, ever. That's crazy.
Okay. So all I really need to deal with is potentially, I mean, you're going to spend the resources to get rid of her because you have a quadrillion resources.
That's
So
right.
what am I actually playing here? Um, if I kill this acolyte, I play the bandages, I suppose. I think that's kind of all I got.
How are you getting the clue right now? You're getting +2 for a bangle. Is there anything else that you're getting?
I would probably commit the motivational speech in the scene of the crime, or maybe the on the
Yeah,
hunt,
fair
I
enough.
suppose.
Fair enough.
I
Yep.
mean, I also could sit around, spawn something with me, and kill it with the on the hunt next round.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I take the 3 resources from here.
Oh, right. I forgot that was even there. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
The juice is crazy.
We move. Oh, no wolf mask. That's okay. We move back, killing this guy, and then play. I guess it's the wolf mask. No, it's the bandages. Right. We just don't want to die. For 2. And that's my turn. Okay.
Oh yeah, and then you can upkeep into it. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. Ah, another way to do it. Perfect.
Hey, look at that.
Okay,
Simple, really.
I got your clues.
Hey, this is really thematic.
Yeah. Wrong place though. It came out of the graveyard.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I have drawn another enemy anyway. Fine, we're okay here. Hmm.
Is it a big deal if I just like biff that for 1 and 1, 1, 2 evade? I
Seems
don't
okay.
think so. Actually, if you go first and get those clues,
You'll spend them, right?
I can spend them for my 2 bonus actions and get an extra try at that evade. So
Perfect.
I'm fine taking this even,
Well,
which I pass anyways.
you
Sure,
pass.
whatever.
Okay, great. I will go first. I got the scene of the crime, which we were. It was foreshadowed from the start.
That's right.
Anyway, um, I just need to not die for the rest of my turn here, so I guess I can just use the sledgehammer on the graveyard ghouls. Use a bangle and go 8 on 5. 8 on 3, sorry, of 5. Wah wah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
my turn.
I gotta say, I think there's something really rich about you like killing an inmate and a night gaunt at the downtown location, and then like a turn or two later being like, "Oh my god, there's a dead body here." Ah,
Outside the
my
bank.
god, look what I found. What I discovered. Um. Oh, you know what's funny
Mm-hmm.
is now I want to evade her first so that I can put as many clues into this as I can.
Sure.
So I'll just put this down for the hell of it, and then I'll move in. And I will evade her. So I'm 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 against 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll get to the 10 with the burning, the midnight oil.
At 9, you mean? But yeah.
9, sorry, 9, not 10.
Oh, you draw the elder signs here. I see.
Yes. What can I say? I'm just that good. So she goes to the victory display,
Yep.
and then I spend 2 of your clues
No, I would like to
and
keep
1 of
one.
my. No.
No,
Why? Why do you want to keep one?
for the hunting shadow or whatever.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fine. No, you're right. Ugh.
You've
All
taken
right.
nothing over here.
I know, but I was just thinking if I needed to do a test.
What test? You're just gonna
Shh,
walk
shh,
over
shh,
here
shh,
right
shh.
now and we're done.
I'm gonna walk over, and we're not quite done because I
Oh,
don't
that's
have
right.
an
We
action to actually do it.
true,
Yeah,
true. Shortcut's gone.
yeah. Shortcut's gone, but I will just walk up because she only punches me for 1. So
Yeah.
whatever. Enemy phase. There's my enemy phase completed.
Okay. So I need to survive 2 and 2 here. So one dog probably needs to die. So this is okay, I take a horror. Other damage needs to go, say, there. Okay, so one of them did damage and horror here. I guess it doesn't really matter. They're both getting 1 back. No, I think they both get 2. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. I put
Yeah,
one
you got to do
horror.
these slowly when there's more than one of them. It's annoying.
God, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It doesn't matter
I'm gonna be
because
honest with you. If the mythos doesn't kill me, we just win.
yes, it doesn't matter. Okay, great. I
So
get
long as you didn't die, it's fine.
yes. I would not have died. Okay, upkeep. Um, I will go on the hunt and find this acolyte because that cannot kill me.
Very funny. Very funny.
All right.
I go first.
Yep.
Pair off.
Nicely done. That is a high score on this series. I think the double press pass thing is a little nutty, right?
Yeah, that's probably. I wonder if that was a little too teched for this scenario.
I think
I
it's
still do think that this is like generally a decent upgrade path for Knight of the Zealot. Like
yeah.
it makes sense in the finale too, right?
I mean, I think
Um,
it's good in any campaign. A lot of them want you to spend clues. I mean, like you didn't really spend clues more than what 5 times?
I mean, yeah, I
No, I
did I
killed him.
drop one at one point? I dropped one from a false lead,
Right.
and I spawned all the cultists.
Because I mean, when you think about it, it's I mean, this is 4 XP, 8 resources, 2 actions to play, and you got I mean, it wasn't a full 12 actions back or anything, but it was
No, it was probably 9 or something like
yeah,
that,
it's really
9 or
good
10.
though.
So, but in a scenario like this one, that makes a huge difference,
Sure
right?
does. And
So
we
long as the affording of these press passes didn't put you too far behind.
yep. I think that my deck was good, but it didn't come together in quite the way I envisioned. Partly because I think I was a bit more resource poor than I thought, but that's okay. And I never drew an Elder Sign to get anything else back.
That's right. The one
But
thing that I always find tricky with William is that like there's always so many freaking things that you want to play from your discard pile.
mhm,
And like earlier on you said, like if you're playing with the full card pool, you really ought to have short supply in him. And I don't disagree, but at the same time I'm like, man, there's like 8 cards in here I want to play all of and I only get one trigger per round.
yep,
And so like that choice to not just go sprint to the cultist on the first turn, how impactful was that against your ability to actually have the things in play that you wanted, right?
yeah,
Um, the more things that your William Yorick deck has that come and go, that empty, the more strained this ability is to actually get everything else into play too. Which is why I think that having like a sledgehammer or a baseball bat or just a weapon that sticks around. I guess the baseball bat's a bad example, but
mm,
the sledge is the sledge is good to have specifically because it's just you play it and you don't have to worry about replaying it.
right. The one thing this was missing that probably most decks are playing is a 0 cost asset, right? There's no cherished keepsake or leather coat in here, which would have made a little bit easier. But on the other hand, those things wouldn't do anything for me in the way that these things would, right?
That's right. Yeah, it just would have been a place like in some of those situations where you had 2 guys each dealing 2 damage, then you could have just done like one to a guard dog and one somewhere else if you
Hmm.
didn't need to do 2 that turn,
Right.
right?
But the
Doesn't
action
quite put
compression
you
on
in the same
this,
position.
yeah, this is like pretty awesome that it can deal a bunch of damage back out of your turn, right?
Yeah, I when we concocted that first turn where you had 2 guys dealing you 2
Yes.
total damage slash horror and you were able to deal 2 and 2 back to them, I was like, oh my god, I why did I not like I've never thought about having 2 guard dogs in play like that.
Hmm.
Um and like makes me just want to build a guard dog hunter's armor thorns deck now.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I didn't use the bandages on the last turn because I completely forgot, but this did keep the first dog alive pretty well until I could get the second one out. And again, you have to replay this thing. It's not uh super cheap. At the same time, I did use a lot of my Schaffner's money on you at the beginning because I wanted you to get going.
Yeah, that was a bit of an unfortunate thing is like because a bunch of that money had to go to me, it couldn't go to you. But then like at the end of the scenario, I have 6 resources I just straight up didn't need. And I wonder how much the decision to not play Milan straight off the bat impacted that, right? Um,
I think it
the
was uh I mean that's not the choice I would have made. I would have played him just because you're
the
y-
first couple locations here are all pretty low shroud, and so not having an extra place to get my +2s is less important,
right.
right? Than if we had taken a different, if we had gone to these ones first or something.
Now, this
Yeah, I forgot
probably
about
was a mistake not to visit early.
that. Yeah, I always forget about Easttown.
I forgot about it this time, and I don't usually forget, but what happened was the early Acolyte down here meant that I needed to start going this way, and
Is this location prescribed in the
it is, yeah,
scenario? Yeah, it is. Okay.
which makes a lot of sense if you know that you just want to go up here. But if you are starting without your house in play, you're starting here, it's okay to go the other route because it's not losing as many actions moving.
That's right. Yeah.
Um,
And if I'd had a bit more ways to cut, like really the only way that I had to fight was my one etheric current, and aside from that, I was evading. So if I had a bit more ways to like deal a point of damage here or there, it would have been easier for us to like split up and maybe not need to deal with every single enemy.
we did
But at the
split
same
up though.
time,
That's the funny
well,
part. We
yeah, that's true. But at the same time, the less you're killing, if you're not killing a guy every turn, you're losing play actions basically.
exactly. But I think after we were both in this location and maybe up here, we split up. You went down this way, and I handled this side.
Yeah, that's true.
We were lucky that you didn't draw Night Gaunt, although I think you would have been okay. But all the other enemies spawn in other locations, so it was we could manage the board state pretty well.
Yeah, that's true. One of the card choices I was thinking of was anatomical diagrams, but I think it doesn't work on elites. So I was like, no, there's too many. There's too many. Oh, these guys aren't elites. What am I
They're
talking
not
about?
elite, but even so, we got rid of them
Even
through
so,
like the discard
yeah.
or the evade.
I was just thinking because the horror pressure's so low, it might have been really useful to like shove the
Hmm,
night gaunt down to 0, so
right.
that like that -8 that you can potentially have wouldn't like screw me on a clue thing. But it
Right.
just, I don't know. I don't think it would have made a huge difference. Um, I will say that maybe the deck doesn't have enough card draw. Like getting this early would have been a really big difference
Hmm.
in the deck, like really rocketing. Um,
That's the game,
but
though, right? The order in which you draw the thing sometimes has a big impact. I mean,
yeah,
notably I didn't play the safeguards. I just didn't have the two resources to play it, but also we didn't really need it.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Cool.
No, it was a really clean. That was a really clean sweep of the scenario, though. Look at this, 10 XP,
Oh,
like
we
free
actually got all
off.
the XP on the board. That's actually pretty rare too.
Yeah, that's nuts.
The
You
only
would if these two did not go on to win the Devourer below, then Lita was sabotaging.
the other thing I would say that was pretty impressive here on the Doom clock, we were okay there, right?
Yeah,
But so like I could have killed something else, but um I mean, these are pretty strong investigators for 9 XPs, because sometimes people play this as a standalone where they put 19 or 29 XP, but this is completely doable with 9.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, this scenario. I mean, like it'd be kind of a shame if it wasn't. I think the first scenario is the XP cap on the first scenario 8.
No,
I
you can
don't
get
remember.
9.
You can get all 9. Okay, all right. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. I mean, you have to spend some time in that scenario and you have to get the resolution where you don't burn down your house, but then you get 9.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Okay.
Are you a believer in fingerprint kit yet?
I mean, I like it. I've always said that fingerprint kit is good when your like printed ability plays into it. So like
Synergizes,
it's
yeah.
good in Wilson because he gets the extra +1 skill and the lowered cost, and it's good in Kate because it it doesn't use up her hand slot without allowing her flux stabilizer to work. Right?
Hmm.
It still lets you do that. So um, also the fact that I think it's kind of like uniquely strong in her for grabbing 2 clues at once in a single. I think there's something strong about that specifically in Kate in getting more than 1 clue for 1 investigate, because if you move a clue to do that and then
Hmm.
you just get 1 clue back, once you auto fail, all of a sudden you don't have your +2,
Right.
right? Which I guess technically fingerprint kit, it's like sure if you auto fail the fingerprint kit, then you're up shit creek, but that's one of those things that you say you can't hedge on never auto failing.
No.
And so I think the relative strength of slowly accumulating more clues than you're spending to get the clues matters a lot on Kate.
So
But I
this,
am softening up on the card a lot.
okay,
It's
good.
it's not as bad as I always used to say.
This was actually pretty fun in it because this gave you basically uh 8 clues total. Yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing is like hand-eye coordination. Like it's kind of funny the way that this works with the fingerprint kit because it's almost like you're yeah, you're giving yourself an extra use at for one cost and also a card and also an XP. But
Hmm.
like it's also actionless with the taboo, right?
Hmm.
I think the taboo no, it's exhaust and useless without the taboo with the taboo, right?
Right. It
Well,
doesn't.
not useless, but
Yeah, the supply
doesn't
cost you would be
yeah, this
spending anyway. Right.
yeah. Because the taboo used to be any tool or weapon, but it only ignored the action.
Right. One action.
Yeah. Um, so I do appreciate that the taboo on this. I think it makes sense. It is. I still think it's a shame that it kind of like. I think it's a shame that it's like uniquely good for non-guardian cards. To be honest with you, but it is what it is.
I mean, if
Um,
there's ammo, right?
yeah, and like there's weapon asset you could control. That could be an enchanted blade, right? Like why not?
Hmm.
Um, anyways,
Anyway,
yeah,
this is good.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I was also really impressed with End of the Road. This I've always thought to myself, I'd love to just like play this card sometime in a standalone where I know the last agenda is really long or whatever, and
Mhm.
I've never gotten around to doing it. And it's very funny to me that it just kind of was like, oh yeah, let's just try that here, and it worked really well.
Yep. Plus, you had a thing where you're getting a lot of actions already, so this juiced it up even more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's
And
also just it's like kind of like deck thinning. Like the deck didn't have cantrips in it at all, and so this kind of serves that purpose of deck thinning, but in a different way. Because I don't really need the help passing tests, right? I already do that.
cool. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you all for watching. Just under 2 hours of discussion here, and I had a really good time, and we had a fantastic result. I don't think anything like went shockingly wrong. I think I got I wouldn't say clobbered, but I had a lot of enemies more than I thought I was going to. But I signed up for that job, so that's okay. And I think these things performed at rate. I think just a stronger deck doesn't throw in some things like motivational speech. That's probably should just be trusted. I can see that now. On the hunt could have made sense if you were stuttering a bit on getting clues, but you weren't. So helping you set up, I think, with the Schaffners was, I think, really good, really important even at the beginning.
Yeah, I think that putting the money into the press pass, the first press pass,
Uh-huh.
is a big part of what let us, not be finishing this next round,
Right.
or only getting to 5, right?
Cool. Okay. Well,
Awesome.
that's it. We'll see you next time. Thank you, as always, Pax, for joining me here on the channel.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Bye.